This is a Jarman Street audio introduction for Outlying Islands by David Grieg, directed by Jessica Lazar. Outlying Islands runs from the 6th of February to the 15th of March 2025 at Jarman Street Theatre, located at 16B Jarman Street, London, SW1Y 6ST, an intimate basement theatre of 70 seats. This introduction is intended to give visually impaired theatregoers an advanced description of the set, the characters, their costumes, and other visual elements before coming to see the play. In order to avoid major spoilers, it will not describe the action. The play lasts approximately 2.5 hours, with a 15-minute interval at the hour. Programme. The overview on the Jarman Street website begins with a quote. "Something draws us towards outlying islands. Some force pulls." Synopsis. August 1939, Scotland. On the eve of war, 2 young scientists are sent by the government to study bird life on a remote island. Accompanied by Kirk, the island's leaseholder, and his niece Ellen, the 2 men find themselves privately competing for Ellen's affection. However, their hidden desire is not the only secret haunting the Outer Hebridean rock. As tension builds between the island's 4 inhabitants, the scientists soon uncover the horrifying truth behind their mission. Inspired by a covert operation during the Second World War, David Grieg's play explores a society on the edge of immense change. 20 years on from its Olivier Award-winning premiere, Jessica Lazar directs this thrilling drama that remains as unsettling and thought-provoking as ever. The set, space, and visual elements. The back wall of the stage features a backdrop painted over mottled plaster. Its main feature are 2 dark mountainous peaks rising on your left, the nearer painted in stark black, and another, slightly larger, painted in distant grey behind it. At the foot of these peaks, white spray from a frothing ocean. Black silhouette birds circle them against a seemingly animated, stormy sky. The main area of the stage is set to represent the interior of a small chapel, marked out by a semicircle area of earth and ground that fills most of the space. Outside this semicircle, the stage corners are covered with turf-like material to represent the outdoors. The larger outdoor area to your left, at the foot of the peaks, which is stage right, features a raised platform where outdoor performances will happen. It is bordered by several small standing stones. Before these, within the chapel's border, approaching the front of the stage, stands a small black iron stove representing the hearth, with a bucket and shovel beside it. Centre stage stands an old wooden table, a candle melted down in a spread atop it, a large glass paraffin bottle and a lamp at its feet on one side, an ancient candlebox tin, painted with a bird pattern on the lid, on the other. This is filled with downy feathers. On the right-hand side back border of the semicircle stands a heavy-looking, rough wooden door in a solid wooden frame, with several stones stacked at its feet, representing the chapel's wall that extends from it either side. It is through this door one may pass before the show and during the interval to use the toilet facility. Note the stage door is aligned just behind it as it stands forward from the wall. Characters who exit through this door, stage left, often re-emerge stage right to perform outdoors on the raised platform before the peaks. The lighting of the main stage has an ebon flow to it, suggestive of lamplight. This is tinged with red in sinister moments and blue in ethereal, otherworldly moments. The exterior platform is sometimes spot-lit with the chapel left in darkness. For example, at the opening of the play, when the first character enters to speak, stood before the dimly lit peaks. Or indeed, just before the interval. Characters, costumes and props. The first character to enter is Robert, played by Bruce Langley. The actor is early 30s, but the character presents as younger. He is white, with a mop of wavy mid-length fair hair and of medium height and build. He wears a sky blue knit jumper over a white shirt and cream trousers. He has a boyish, laid-back quality to his movements. He often carries a small leather-bound black notebook. The next character to enter is John, played by Fred Woodley Evans, who enters by falling through the collapsing door. He is white, in his 20s, with straight mid-length floppy brown hair and of medium height and build. He wears a beige and brown knit-patterned tank top over a white shirt and grey-brown trousers. He has a more direct character to his movements. He brings with him 2 black strongboxes, which are later revealed to contain the bottles of chemicals, trays and tools associated with the developing of photographs. He also brings in several wooden plank crates with rope handles. These are used throughout as chairs. From them, John produces and lays upon the table white tin bowls and cups with a blue rim, cutlery and a bottle of whiskey, a period camera with large bulb flashes, blankets and green waterproof hooded ponchos that Robert and he wear when out in the storm. Following John onto the set is Kirk, played by Kevin McMonagle, an older man, white with short white hair of average build. He wears a faded dark grey wool jacket over a dark blue jumper and worn brown leather trousers. He often sports a dark wool flat cap. His posture is fairly stooped. The fourth character to enter is Ellen, played by Whitney Kehinde. She is black, with black hair tied back by a braid. She stands slightly shorter than the men. She wears a green cotton scarf over her head and a brown knitted shawl of heavy wool over her shoulders and crossed over her chest, over a pale green striped shirt. Beneath a brown leather belt, she wears a grey apron with 2 pockets on the front, over a long brown skirt. Her knuckles and hands are covered with grey scabs. She enters timidly, carrying a lamp, her shoulders hunched, hands stuffed in her apron's pockets whenever possible. In a soliloquy just before the interval, she removes her shawl and uncovers her head. The last character, who appears only at the end, is a uniformed military officer, again played by Kevin McMonagle. For any other information, please call 020 7287 2875 or visit the website at germanstreettheatre.co.uk. We look forward to seeing you at the theatre.